Right, here we go folks, my next video. It's about time of the year the hens are going down to nest, and you must cut the nails of the hens. Now I use a pair of snips. You can use nail cutters, and the best thing to do is if you hold up the leg or the nails to a bright light, you can see the vein inside the claw. So obviously don't cut into the vein because the bird will bleed. So you cut just before the vein. Now if you do happen to nick the vein, you can get a pencil from the chemist, which people use when they're shaving to stem the blood, which you can just dab on the end of the cut. Now if you just take the snips and just take it before the vein and cut it off. Now we do this, there we go, only the longest nails need doing, and let's do the other leg. Now in the wild obviously the nails keep short, but in captivity the nails grow a lot longer, and as we get the eggs in the nest, the hen or the cockbirds can sometimes get in the nest and puncture, put a small air hole in the egg, and that's where you get an egg which is infertile or doesn't hatch. So if you cut the toenails, it stops that, plus it stops them hooking out all the nest material, and sometimes when they're very small young, they get hooked out of the nest. So you know, this is the time to do it before you put the nest pans in. So I'll be going along doing that to all my birds. Let's put this bird back into the nest now, into the cage, sorry. There she is. There we go. Now I'll be going along doing that to all the birds. I've got them all paired up now. It's the 2nd of April. I'm about on time with most years, but you can see the hens calling for the cock. I know they're about ready to put the nest pans in, because the hens are bouncing around from perch to perch. The cocks are singing non-stop from morning till night, and they're calling through the wire slider. I've not seen the actual cocks feeding the hens, but I'm sure they are, and it's not going to be long now before, probably today or even tomorrow, before I put the nest pans in. I've made the nest pans up already. I've bought the felt. I attach my felts into the plastic nest pans using electrical zip ties, tie wraps. Some people sew them in, some people use glue. Doesn't really matter which way you do it, whatever suits yourself. And I've also sprayed them with some anti-mite spray. Some people say there's all sorts of remedies to try and help prevent mite. Some people say putting calamine tea bag. A calamine tea bag underneath the felt helps prevent mite, but there's all sorts of ways that people think is the best way. To be honest, I've never really suffered with mite, so I don't. I just give them a quick spray with that, and then what I'll do is I'll take some of the nesting material, which I've got down here. Ooh, excuse me. It's just a man-made fibre, which you can buy in bags from the pet shop or as nesting material, and I'll tear a little bit of that off, and I will put it a little tiny bit in each of the nest pans just to see what will happen, and then I'll tuck all the rest and put it inside the bars and see if the hen starts to gather up the nest material and make a nest. Sometimes they'll make a nest, sometimes they'll make it and then destroy it again. Sometimes then you let the cockbird in and he'll come in and he'll rip all the nest apart as well. But usually if you've got your birds about right and they're ready to breed, they will get straight down to it. I mean, I can tell these are really getting interested in each other now. If you separate them with a wooden slider, the hen is calling for the cock and the cock's calling for the hen. So there gradually is a bond being made between the two. You can see the hen bird there on the right. She's trying to get in with the cock bird. He's looking to her. He's really interested. And it's the same as going for all the 4 pairs which you've got up here. The hen there, look on the right again, and then the larger cockbird. So, and then over this side the hens are on the left. So there's a hen, and the cockbird is an intensive cock on the right. See, look, he's really looking interested. And then down here again it's the left. The bird on the left is the hen, and the intensive bird on the cock. I've got the reverse on the other side. So it's the intensive cockbirds on this side, and the non-intensive cockbirds over on the left. And then down at the bottom here I've got me 2 spare hen birds. They're there just in case I might lose a hen. It sometimes happens, I'm hoping it's not, but I've kept one of each, an intensive there and a non-intensive feather just there. They're there just in case. But I mean, just because I put these birds together doesn't necessarily mean that they want to breed with each other. It's just like, you'll pick them a partner. They don't always like the partner you've picked from. You know, they can be a bit fussy. I've had certain birds who have been calling out in the shed before now, and no matter what hen you put with it, they only want the one that they've seen before, or the one that was with last year, or the one that could hear singing. As soon as you put the right hen in, away they go. So just because I've said I want you to go with you doesn't mean to say that will happen. I might have to swap and mix them around, but obviously trying to always keep make sure they're not blood related, i.e. brother and sister. So that's why the coloured rings are on the feet, so on the legs, so I get the right combinations. And I've got, say, the 2 ends spare, which will make up just in case. I've got enough combinations to move them around, just in case that one pair doesn't like each other, or I lose a hen. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go along, cut all the other toenails on the rest of the birds, and then I'll be putting the nest pans in, and hopefully the next time I make a video I should have probably, I might even have eggs in the nest, who knows. Alright, talk to you soon.